Rap Diaries. Rap Diaries. Rap Diaries. Rap Diaries. Rap Diaries. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rap Diaries, where we talk all things rap, hip hop, and industry related. This is season 3, episode 9. I want to say. All right, I'm right. We are your host. I'm Chris L. Sucio.
Well, Sucio. Estivi.Bicho right here for the night, I guess. What you have to do here?
And our guest introduced himself in every sense of the word. Give it up for Estivi.Bicho.
Estivi.Bicho, give it up.
Give it up.
Yo. ¿Qué pasa?
Oh, cracking
Why are you
up.
laughing in the track too, man?
Well, that was a different introduction.
Yeah. He was just so excited to be here. He couldn't wait until we said his name.
He said, "You're taking too long with this whack-ass introduction. Tell them why they're watching."
I mean, you should have told me how the intro went. Like,
I told you he was going to
oh, you did?
introduce
Oh, man. HD.
It's all right.
HDTV.
HDTV.
Hey, man, it's live.
I'm cracking up. My cheeks are hurting, bro. Wow.
Already. All right. So
Hold on. By the way, welcome.
Yeah.
You know, welcome to the show, man. Happy to have you. All the way from, I don't even know what country you were in last, but Venezuela,
Chile,
from Chile.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Comes a long way.
He's internationally known.
Known to rock a microphone.
Or unknown, but I'm international.
Internationally unknown. Stevie, good to have you, man.
Thanks for coming on the show, being a guest tonight.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Glad to see you guys always.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, so let's get started here. So where did Estivi.Bicho come from?
Stevie comes from a mountain. I come from like being up in nature, so Bicho really was that to me, you know, the bugs, the nature. And Stevie was what my family members call me since a kid, Stevie Wonder, because I always like music.
All right.
It's Stevie Wonder.
So,
Nice.
yeah, that's Stevie.
Got you. Yeah, I never knew what Bicho meant.
Bicho's bug, so
Oh.
I always thought it'd be dope for you two to collab on an album, you know?
yeah, we
Got
gotta do that.
Sucio,
Bicho and
Bicho.
Bicho. Yeah. Oh, Sucio.
So, and you actually me and Stevie, we've known each other for a long time. Actually, all of us have known each other for a long time.
Played jazz band with this
Yeah.
guy. And
Yeah, another CHS guy.
Another CHS guy.
CHS guy. We out here doing it.
yeah,
Shout out to C-High.
Mr. Dumbchick, thank you for teaching us.
But yeah, but we've been talking over the I know you just got in town a couple weeks ago or whatever, but we've been talking since you got here about you trying to figure out the right name and everything, because you've just been going by Bicho.
Yeah.
But if you look online, there's lots of Bichos. You know.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much realized if you look up my name, my music doesn't come up. So I was like, hey, I gotta get a new name.
Yeah.
Like a marketing thing. Like, to me, music is just about creating and, you know, expressing what I got. But at the end of it all, I do want people to hear it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
gotta find the right, you know, brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that's why I added the Chris L part, because you just type in Sucio. Nah, you're not gonna find me.
Right.
And that's why I added Forreal, J.K.Forreal, because
Yeah, there's a lot of JKs.
we didn't even do the full intro.
No, man.
I'm like, they don't even
you know
know
what?
Introducing.
if this is their first. If this is their first time watching, they don't know who we are.
I introduced myself, and then Steve introduced himself, and you didn't do anything.
I think I was just thrown off by him introducing this.
That was different. That was the first.
So I'm J.K.Forreal.
Hey.
All right.
But
He my best friend.
but the same thing though. Like I was J.K. for a while, but if you look J.K. on Spotify, it's like there's like thousands of people. So to make it original, I added the for real, and it kind of came from. If you watch some of the earlier episodes, we talked about it, but it came from like my catch tag or whatever was, but for real though. So it just came from that J.K. for real, kind of a play on words or whatever, you know. But
Now they know.
this isn't about me though. This is about Stevie.
No, this is about us finding our
Yeah.
names.
Yeah. So I'm glad you kind of settled on the new name Estivi.Bicho. And we're happy to announce it. Like you seen it here live for this is the first time he's
First
ever.
time.
That probably
Ever.
was why he got so excited at the beginning, because it's the first time using this name.
He just came out with that name
excuses.
before.
Trying to make excuses for mistakes.
Sucio's like, welcome to Rap Diaries. Estivi.Bicho.
Welcome back to you, Joe.
That's why you're here. Gotta let him know early.
I love it, bro.
Oh man, I gotta laugh away from this thing.
Said, fuck that long ass winded intro. You want to introduce me already?
Oh, all right. So we talked about your name. You just got it. We're happy to be the first platform to announce it. You know, yeah. Let's give an applause for that.
You heard it here first. All right.
Estivi.Bicho. Now, when you put it on the internet and stuff, are you gonna have any like different spelling? I think Bicho initially you had 0 as the O. Was that right?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
also because a lot of people use the bicho.
Yeah.
So I had to find another way. And the number 8 always followed me, so it's 0.8. But this time I think I'm just going to go with Stevie with a V-I dot bicho with
Okay.
the regular bicho word.
Yeah. So with the O. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Right on, man. Right on.
You heard it first.
You got anything?
No, I just said you heard it first.
Oh yeah. Okay. So just tell us about like how you got not here to the studio, but like tell us how you got to where you are right now as an artist.
I mean, to me, art and music, as a consequence, is just about like creating questions and finding, those small clues that lead you to the answer. And sometimes those are songs, sometimes those are drawings. But I mean, I've written since I was a baby, like since 5 years old. I have literally like stacks and stacks and stacks of books and drawings that my parents still kept. I actually just sent them to Venezuela so I could look through them. So that's gonna be fun. Looking through like my raps when I was like 7.
Like kindergarten.
Yeah, you're looking at my feet. Don't look at them. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking then, but it's gonna be interesting. So now it's just kind of like the next. I'm just following. First I started to learn the guitar when I got here because I didn't know much people, so it was like, all right, let's get into a activity that I could like. And the guitar made sense. There was the free lessons in Christiana High School, the class.
All right.
Mr. Braddock, Chris Braddock, thank you so much. Then I started to meet you guys, and the music just started to pour in, and writing just it's always an outlet. So
Yeah. Nice.
now producing is just kind of like the next step.
Yeah.
It is therapeutic. Yeah,
Right.
Makes it hot.
Yeah, you can tell.
And how because I know you come from Venezuela and you've been in other countries as well, but like how I guess from an inspiration standpoint, do you feel like you get different inspiration in the different places that you're at? I know in Venezuela I'm sure there's a lot of inspiration there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even the birds sound different. Like
The birds sound
everything.
different.
Yeah, like the rhythms
Yeah.
that they make, everything's gonna sound different. So like the syncopations that I'm hearing in my head are gonna be completely different from what when I'm out here. And also happens visually, like what I imagine for videos and drawings is completely different from what I imagine when I'm out there. But I don't know. To me, it's more like when I know I am going to travel, I start to think about the place I'm going, what I want to do there, and so it's not so much the place I'm in, but the trip. I start to mix things, like Venezuela starts to blend with Chile, and Chile starts to blend with Delaware, and
Dollar.
Delaware.
I've never heard that. I've never heard that pronunciation before. That's different.
But everything different here in this show.
Yeah. It's nice different.
Um, you got any questions? I think that's a wrap, guys.
Got him all confused up in here with the weird ass intro.
Man, I kind of want to talk about the other stuff that you do. Let's talk about your tattooing.
Yeah, I started to get into tattoo in the past few years, kind of like also the next step, like as music. I've started to become a producer, which is kind of like the like the I'm gonna say what's that? Forever. It's like
Yeah.
something that stays forever. And ink, tattooing is kind of the same. And to me, like getting ink done was always a process of finding myself and
Yeah.
trying to see myself as something completely different. And that like foreverness that it has, is intriguing. So
Yeah.
learning how to like really control that medium,
I need to get some more.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet, man. I'd be afraid to tattoo somebody.
Yeah, it's a skill, and you're gonna leave that mark on there forever. So you
Yeah.
really gotta, hone in on that craft. And I think I like that, challenge to always learn something new. Like now I wanna pick up the drums, DJing. I wanna start DJing.
Do everything.
But yeah, it's just kinda like, all right, what's the next challenge?
Right.
So now I wanna start tattooing.
Yeah, I like that.
How would you go about practicing tattooing?
Well, first you get a tattoo machine.
Okay.
No, I would say first you gotta draw and draw and draw and draw, and when you get your hand as good as to the point where you can easily draw what you imagine or what you think you could tattoo, then you get the tattoo gun. Like I said, I've been drawing since I was 5, my whole life. I, but
All right, man. It's gonna happen.
the tattoo gun, then you start first. There's these plastic skins where you just practice making dots, making lines, then designs, and then shading. Just
So
practice.
there's like fake skins that you can
Oh,
buy or
man.
And
whatever.
then you can
Okay.
use fruits. You can use oranges and
Okay.
banana, and then you can tattoo yourself and do horrible job, like I did. I did a tattoo of myself, and it's horrible. But yeah,
Somewhere where no one's gonna see it.
yeah,
Somewhere.
way up in my thigh, like just.
Nice, nice. So tattooing. You said you want to DJ. What makes you want to DJ?
Well, I learned this trip actually down in Chile with Danny, my best friend in Chile. Her boyfriend gave her a little small, like portable DJing table. And yeah, just really got into it. Like once we learned how to do it, spent like over 12 hours mixing random ass music, like I don't know, Britney Spears and reggaeton with punk. Just,
Some reggaeton, Britney Spears. I need to hear that.
Britney Spears. Yeah, I'm like, man, I don't know what that would sound like.
yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
So with DJing, I guess is that something? Trying to think of what I want to ask. Is that something that you want to mess around with while you're in your next country that you're going to?
I'm going to Spain next, yeah, and I have one friend, Nelson. I believe I have another friend there that knows how to DJ. So yeah, I'm gonna ask them like, yo, teach me.
Word.
Show me how you do this.
Spain clubs are crazy, man. they don't close until everyone's done. Like there would be weekends I'd go out and I would leave the club at like 7 in the morning, and there's like drunk people getting dragged down the sidewalk. I was like, this is crazy, man. I drank. I don't even want to talk about it. She gonna be up for a long time. DJing.
I mean, to me, it's more like it also gives me ideas for producing, you know, and
Yeah.
I hopefully implement it into my own performance so I can get all my tracks, you know, stems and everything ready so I can play with them as I'm performing, playing the guitar. I got all the loop pedals and everything. So that's the dream.
Okay.
What I've been practicing for, but also just DJing. I don't know if I would do parties or anything like that, but just like DJing because it's fun, you know? Like I just set up a playlist and make food and then I can go to
Right.
the decks and do fun things and then keep on doing my day-to-day things.
So how many instruments do you play total?
I play the guitar, the bass a little. Percussion actually started with the conga. That was my very first instrument. Charango, cuatro, and a little piano. Like I've been teaching myself how to play the piano the past like 2-3 years. That's it.
What's the cuatro? Explain that to people who might not know.
Cuatro is a four-string Venezuelan instrument, kind of like the ukulele, but from Venezuela. It's a bit bigger, so it registers, you know, more low-end kind of sound, not as high as the ukulele. And the ukulele. I bought a ukulele bass last year. Nothing good.
Yeah. I feel like I
It
played
sounds
a.
so like for the size it has such a resonance, you know, like just
Yeah.
boom, boom. It's like, it sounds like like a stand-up bass. It's crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it would sound like that.
Nah.
You're
How-
talking to the bass player. I'm sorry. Let's talk about drums. Now I'm gonna run this interview. No, I'm sorry. You go.
You would be the first to try to run the interview now. How would you describe your sound as an artist?
Oh, I think that's something I'm still trying to find because when we created the first EP, it was very old school R&B, hip hop. You know, the funk tune, but that was also very hip hop. But it was very like, all right, let's do something old school that feels like the music that we listened to in high school. You know, we even talked about like doing a Cameron. That it was even called Cameron John at the beginning. That's Conciencia.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think now I've gotten a lot more singer-songwriter-ish, so that's gonna start to happen. There's also a lot of more like Latin tunes that I've done, salsas and reggaetons, Caribbean music. So I would say my vibe is schizophrenic.
All right.
There's no vibe, it's just all over. I'm sorry, guys.
It's just all over the place.
All over.
Just picking things out from everywhere.
You should definitely check out his music on Spotify and all the streaming sites and stuff. I know right now I think it's Bicho with the 0, right?
Yeah, be just 0.8, but hopefully,
You're gonna try to get it updated or whatever,
yeah, try
right?
and get
With
that
the new
changed.
name.
If not, the new music will be under the new name.
Yeah. I wonder.
Maybe a change either way. So like, it would make sense if the old music stays with the old name and the new music's
Yeah.
the new name. But I would like it also to be, yeah. If I can get it, I get it. If I don't get it, it's okay.
Yeah. I wonder how clear it is.
No,
Hopefully,
you probably
Over
can
that.
see that. Let's not talk about it. Let's just move on.
we can just redact it.
I love how you put it out in the middle of the episode.
Cause I just noticed it. I was like, shit.
He's like, I'll remind you. I'm like, okay.
I mean, I did technically.
You did, yeah.
It took a while.
I think it's the way you did it. You were like, yeah, don't worry about it. If you couldn't see it, good. If you could see it,
It's an inside joke,
Doesn't
guys.
matter.
All right, it's an
Yeah.
inside joke for everyone out there that speaks Spanish.
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'm Colombian and Venezuelan, so if you're from there, you know. We just can't
You'll
hear.
get it.
Yeah, you'll get it.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way,
Yeah.
who were some of your biggest influences?
Musically, I mean, thinking as of like the urban and hip hop stand up point, sorry, because that's kind of what I'm getting into and doing the past years. Anita Tijoux and Makisa, when I like first saw a video of them come on MTV, it was just like, oh, hip hop can be in Spanish. It's just like, what the hell? Because before, of course, I had heard, Cypress Hill or even US3, that Famas Loop song? Oh, man, Famas Loop. And that, like, I heard that for the first time. I was like, what the hell? It was like the first hip hop song I heard.
If I heard it.
Yeah, you probably have. I mean, it's a really old hip hop song. But like when I first heard hip hop in Spanish, it was just like, oh, like then there were a lot of Venezuelan hip hop bands like La Corte and stuff. But musically itself, like I remember being like, I don't know, a 9-year-old in my bedroom listening to Beethoven like way loud, like drawing, just because I like to vibe to Moonlight Sonata.
A whole new world.
Yeah, and then afterwards I would put, Britney Spears and then Korn. And I don't know, like the all over vibe is for real.
That was my jam too.
Yeah, and like for me, inspiration comes from everywhere. Like I was saying, hearing a bird might give me a little melody and then it's just stuck in my head. So I just have to get it down.
I feel like I've done that before. Took a melody from a bird. Like, I'm gonna take this.
Oh, yeah. I have like 3 different birds from this trip. At Chris's house, it's like, oh, that bird. Yeah, that rhythm.
Bird's
That's
coming
triple A. Yeah.
That bird's coming after me for royalties. You think he's not watching Rap Diaries?
Yeah.
What's next?
All right. If you could record an album anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Honesty, it would be back home, like in Chorote, back home at Merida. But it would be like with you guys, with the crew, everyone.
All right.
Having Chris Sucio, having Jason there, having Chris Stardust, having, the whole crew down there. Larry,
Yeah.
everyone, that would be dope.
That would be dope
Yeah.
to just hit the El Charote and just be there for.
I mean, we're talking a house with full on
It's got plenty of
vegetable
rooms.
garden.
Yeah.
You would literally not want to live. You
Yeah.
would not want to leave that spot.
He's saying leave, not live.
Oh, yes.
You would not
You would not want to live.
You would want to die in my house.
You will lose your will.
No, it's a beautiful house and
Yeah, for real.
it's
I probably wouldn't come back.
backyard.
That'd be like,
Bro, I was about to stay in
I
Venezuela.
leave to see these motherfuckers. Like, if now, just stay in there.
We're grateful that you leave.
See you coming. He comes up here for the tax-free shopping.
Yeah. I guess speaking of Venezuela, because I know that's where you grew up, at least part of your life, but and you've lived there for a while. But how has the whole situation there has that influenced any writing or art? As
Yeah,
everything's going
absolutely.
on.
Absolutely. For me, writing, like it has to be meaningful, and that makes it political sometimes. That makes it, you know, traumatic at times. And
Mm.
yeah, I've written plenty of songs about Venezuela. I have a completely different standpoint of where I see it now because I have to live there. So I try to be like, I do try to stay away from everything that's happening because it's shitty.
Yeah.
There's no other word for it. So I try as much as I can to bring it out, with the passion that I create, the music that I do. So absolutely, it's going to come out there, like if I can put a cuatro in there, if I can put some Venezuelan slang into,
Yeah.
uh, but yeah,
Word.
it influences me a lot. Like how? I don't know if I can pinpoint it. I think it's in all other ways.
Yeah.
There's not one way. It's all of them.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
I mean, I feel I don't want to like be a representational figure or anything from Venezuela specifically.
Yeah.
So I've steered from speaking specifically about Venezuela in my songs because I had a lot of songs that did that. And now I just hone it in with other political, like even in Wake Up, Coffee and Weed. It's like a song about like waking up and not doing anything, but then the bridge is like we're unequal and everybody has uh, not the same opportunities, and that all comes from reflecting what happened in Venezuela. I might say it in a track that's funk and hip hop, but it's directly from the things that I lived and seen out there. So it's always gonna be there.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
So, do you make a conscious decision of when you're gonna rap or sing in Spanish and English, or is it just like whatever you feel?
That is something that this motherfucker taught me. I always try and follow the flow first. Like I try to like just or sing a melody, and then I realize, okay, this fits better with Spanish words because of
Okay.
the flow. Oh, this flows better with English words because of just the cadence
Yeah, the
that I'm
feel.
picking. Because yeah, you can be very tripletly, very triplets.
Triply.
That's a new word. But yeah, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it just comes out, and I'm writing about the track, and all of a sudden I just, get to the 16. Gotta get to a 32, and I'm like, let's do the rest of the 16
Yeah.
in Spanish just because.
Word. Speaking of 16,
I was thinking, is that? I mean, he is running the show.
what do you think?
I was just having a conversation here, and Estivi.Bicho, welcome.
Estivi.Bicho, with your permission.
He actually did that intentionally. He's like, I'm gonna start saying 16 to give him a hint. It's like,
I think that's our cue.
no, but that's dope. As far as writing and how you go about it and everything. I feel like a lot of people tend to do that where they'll figure out the flow and then they'll write the lyrics and stuff. But not everyone does, you know.
Yeah, I used to write where it was just like I would go with what was in my head. It was just like writing and writing. It would be like a novela in that bitch. And then I would show him to Jason and be like,
said a novela.
Esteban, how are you going to say, let me sound like Jason. Esteban, how are you? I don't know how do you sound, sorry. But and I couldn't, like, he was right. You can't fit that many words in English. It doesn't make sense in a beat. Like, it's just, you don't need to say all the pronouns. You don't need to say all the adjectives. You just gotta take some stuff out. Aye.
Yeah, just keep the most important part.
Right. And from learning that, it really you know, to help me to focus on, the cadence, the beat.
Yeah. Word. Word.
Word.
All right. So I think it is about that time for good old
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
That's loud.
So, was it loud?
A little bit.
All right. Sorry.
Nah, man, it wakes me up, man.
Yeah. So if you are just now tuning in for the first time, Sweet 16 is where we each just spit a quick 16 bars. This one's going to be a longer 16 bars because the tempo is real slow, but
It's gonna feel like it's really long. But that was to
still
my request
16.
because I'm running the show. I
he
guess.
He was like, "Can you put it on 75%?" I was like, "Yes."
No,
yes,
first
Stevie.
like,
We
can you
have
do this
news.
beat? It's like, no, can we do this one instead?
Rap
Can you not make?
Diaries. Rap Diaries hasn't bought out.
It's been Estivi'd out.
This just in. Rap Diaries hasn't bought out. Damn.
Oh man. All right. So we're gonna kick this off one more time. This is
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. I'm gonna go first. You go second. Steve, you wanna go third?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Here we
right.
go. Yo. Yo. Look. Dolly, everybody know I'm about to pop like Lolly. Everybody know that I ball like volley. Everybody know I'm on the gram like Polly. Everybody know I'm on track like Trolley. They call me Energizer Bunny. Not bad, although that would be funny. Because I'm good people, come with good energy. These two got the stew smelling like a dispensary. So slow, so smooth. You would think this R&B, the rhythm and blues. But if you listen close to the tone, you recognize this is some fuego reggaeton. Mi gente, when talking about amor, I got plenty. And my tank is always full, it's nunca empty. Friends getting sweaty, strangers getting friendly. So clean, J.K. demasiado sexy. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Demasiado sexy.
Demasiado sexy. Alright, Sucio.
Socio.
Diamantes en la muñeca, trabaja duro, valió la pena. Me despierto con señoras en mi cama. Solo quieren polla, no quieren el drama. Tanto dinero que no puedo cantarlo. Tan grueso que no puedo doblarlo. No respondo a los que odian. Estoy en Pérez como si fuera Napoleón. Bonjourne. Tengo un buen día, empiezo el mío con mezcal y tequila. No me gusta cuando flor tiene semillas. Terminator 2, hasta la vista. Baby me está cocinando pene. Hace cualquier cosa por su hombre. Casi olvido que mi nombre es Sucio. Estoy matando raperos en español. Sucio. Sucio.
Very nice.
Sucio.
Si sentado aquí en la naturaleza, sigues metida en mi cabeza. ¿Qué hacemos ahora o no te interesa? Y pasan las horas y tú te demoras. Y pasan las horas y tú te demoras. Lola, Lola, estás en mi alma porque ahora estás sola. Sé que está bien, pero me llama. Porque me calma como me ama. Porque me calma como me ama. Mi mamá me dijo, termina lo que empieza. Mira un punto fijo, sube la cabeza. La calle es la misma, aunque ya no esté cerca. La calle es la misma, aunque ya no esté cerca.
Fade out too smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Give it up one more time, everybody. The Sweet 16. Oh, I turned the bottom. There we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Cool, cool.
Rock and roll.
Is Stevie, should I hit the applause again, or are we good?
We good.
Okay, okay.
We're under new management.
Cool, cool. We're gonna jump right back into it.
All right. What we got next? So, what current projects are you working on?
This very moment, we have made around 12 beats in a week with Christopher Jennings from Stardust Productions. And just been trying to get like a lot of stuff done while I'm in Delaware. Be very productive. So we got reggaeton with Questlove, another like really hard dembow with Questlove and Sticky to Sax, a like kind of Afro vibey feel with Waldo Black. So it's a lot of stuff that we've been creating, and I mean the past 3 years I've been writing nonstop. So there's like over at least 12 songs that I really want to get produced completely, and then there's always stuff that I'm writing. So yeah, probably gonna have a release of around 5 to 7 songs very soon,
Okay.
and then by the end of the year have another one where it's like at least 3 songs, and then keep going with like 3 songs every 2 to 4 months.
All right.
Nice, nice.
That's like what I would like to expect to do this past year, next year's. 'Cause, yeah, I had to get surgery last year, which sucked. And that slowed everything down. So, but now I'm good. So I'm running your show.
All right. Yeah.
He's definitely good.
That's good. That's how good.
If you could work with any artist, who would it be?
Oh man, that's a hard question. Dead or alive?
You can do both.
Doesn't matter.
Man, it's a hard question for real. I should have thought about this before. No, but I would say Anita Tijoux, just because it's a chihuahua. I couldn't. I mean, and she's alive. That's what I mean by a chihuahua. She's not ever in my brain.
Who was that? What was her name?
Anita Tijoux? You know Anita
Anna
Tijoux.
Tijoux?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Anita Tijoux?
Yeah, but her name is Anna.
Oh,
Why
okay.
Anita?
Little Anna.
1977.
Ah, there you go. You got it.
1970. 1970.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't know if I do.
I watched it. I found out that song. I should stand it on Breaking Bad.
Anna Tijoux, she does the track Somos, right?
Right.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite songs ever.
Yeah, she got the
Like that song is just
rapper
so hard.
in
Yeah. Oh my gosh! If y'all gotta check that out.
Free
I'll put a link in the description. But Anna Tijoux, Somos. I'm not sure the other female artist name, but
I
she
don't know.
and I don't know what she's saying, but she's killing it. She's snapping. So
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
yeah, it's fire.
It is. And she can do pretty much any flow, any music, anything you ask her for.
She raps in French too, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
English, anything. She'll sing a ballad or do a salsa.
She does the give me some pizza too. Was that her?
No, that's Nati Peluso. She's really,
Nati
really
Peluso.
hot,
Okay, okay.
really good musician. But
Yeah.
no, I would go with Anita Tijoux.
Okay.
Just because, respect.
Yeah. Respect.
All right.
Word.
Oh.
Passing that ball.
So, do you have any upcoming performances scheduled?
No, not right now. Like I said, I'm focusing just solely in writing music, finding answers to the questions I create through, melodies
I got you.
and beats.
Yeah.
I would love to perform, but yeah, it's going to go little by little.
In time.
Yeah.
Where would you perform if like what's like one place where you're like I would love to perform there? Like a venue or a city or country.
Nah, to be honest, I would just love to perform with the people that I like to perform with. You know, like I would love to be able to come here to Delaware, no matter where it really is, and be able to, have a show with you guys, because
Alright.
that would be dope. And I would love to go to Chile and have a show there with my friends that are musicians as well, because that would be dope. And it doesn't matter where it would be. Like, it could be at a pool party, or it could be at the mall, or a really dope, uh, performance spot.
Keep happening.
So
But to me, it's more like I said, to me, it's not about like the place I'm going to, or the trip,
less
but
about
the
the where,
journey.
it's more about the who you're with.
The journeys, right?
Yeah.
The experiences.
Word.
Right.
There is no like ending to this.
You're so poetic.
Doing it.
You're so poetic, Stevie.
Can't help it, man. I am my son's father. my father's son.
My son's
I am
father.
such the creator of everything that I am my own father. Ahí está.
I am the father and the son and the father. Oh man. So I'm trying to think.
Is this gonna be a heavy question?
It might be, unless you want to ask something real quick.
I mean, all right. I can ask you a question. So, what motivates you to keep doing what you're doing, or who?
My wellness.
Wellness.
Yeah, because if I don't create, I just get sad.
Yeah, it's a block.
Yeah, and I just don't have anywhere to put. And because I can put, my happiness into other things. I love cooking as well. I love planning. But the dark thoughts more than anything,
Yeah.
they only come out through art. Be it music or any other kind of creation, clay, painting, anything. Happy thoughts also come out in music and other arts, but yeah, it's for my own wellness. If I don't do it, there's literally going to be a melody playing in my head
Yeah.
nonstop. And as soon as I get it recorded, it's bye, gone.
Until it gets out.
So I gotta do it. If I don't do it,
Yeah. Therapeutic.
yeah, it's my therapy.
You guys watch? I thought about the Black Mirror episode. You watch that show?
Oh, with it wasn't
kinda
Miley.
Nah, it's
was
like
it was-
Twilight Zone for the 21st century.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
With the one that there was a singer, and it was Miley Cyrus, but she.
this was a different episode where like he was trapped inside the house and like the same song kept playing over and over again on the radio, and then every time he smashed the radio came back on and it was playing louder.
Yeah, it was like a jail he was trapped in.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Dang, I don't remember that one. I think I've seen all the episodes, but I
It's
don't remember
it's
that
like
one.
a punishment for people. So like the worst moment in their life would replay, and for
Yeah.
him it was like being stuck in this.
It's like
Room.
it's like they put a little thing in your head and then it like takes your consciousness
Right.
and they
So you're
punish
like
you
just
that
sitting
way.
there, and you're like instead of a jail, you're just like unconscious, and they're like
I
torturing.
vaguely
you.
remember that.
They're
Yeah,
turning you through a machine. That's nuts.
Yeah,
we're not that far from that.
Yeah, so the one guy, and then like
This is
they
America.
have the machine, so it's like, all right, if they let them on for the weekend. To him, it would feel like 1,000 years.
Right.
So it happened on a Friday. They were like, "Oh, just leave them on for the whole Christmas weekend." So it was like, "All right, we're gonna crank it up so it feels like 1,000 years." And the same song is playing, and he's just stuck in his kitchen. And every time he throws a radio, it comes back together, and the song's
reborn.
playing louder. And this is like, you
Wow.
gotta think like 1,000 years of that. It feels like, but meanwhile, the actual dude is just sitting inside of a jail cell. It was that shit was crazy, man. And we're not far from it. I mean, if it's not happening already.
Yeah, I'm
TV let us know.
Yeah, to me, pretty much just to be able to get out of that jail, the melodic jail. That if sometimes it's just
Right.
the creativity that doesn't stop. Sometimes it's also just to create because I like the enjoyment of it. Creates endorphins. But yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very endorphin producing moment for me, creating.
Yeah, so it's just a need then.
It
Gotta
is
do
a
it.
need.
Got you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Black Mirror.
good show. Good show. Um, so what kind of keeps you like moving around? Like I feel like you're not in one place too long. Before you feel like you got to move to another spot. Is there anything
Yeah.
in particular that keeps you moving, or is it just like whenever the inspiration dries up, you're like, yeah, I should probably go somewhere else.
I mean, no, I mean, the past few years has been really just legal reasons.
Uh-huh.
In Chile, they had a lot of problem getting paperwork ready for a lot of people. It wasn't just me. Chilean government could get shit together. But yeah, it was just a mess. So I decided to go to a different town to just kind of like try and find other opportunities. But I couldn't get any jobs either. So then just like I go back home. But it's just kind of like, yeah, following the thread, seeing where it takes me. Right now, it brought me back home because I also need to be with Lola and Alma. Those were the subjects from my 16. Sounded like something different, but it's actually about my dogs because I miss them.
Oh.
uh, but yeah, like my only responsibility right now is them. My 2 dogs and 4 cats and a bunch of plants. So that drove me to Venezuela, you know, becoming a bit more of an adult.
Yeah.
But really, like now, I wanted to see you guys and probably try and do it once a year at least. So I would
Yeah.
say what drives me to go places rather than creativity is love.
All
The
right.
love I have around the world.
You're so poetic.
I cannot help it. I am born in the Andes.
Mm. Um, let's see. See how much time we're at. I don't know, man. Just what's on your mind.
Oh, what's
Get a
in my
time
mind is
check?
I can't believe I took like so much control. I can't get over the intro.
That was the best intro.
I don't know, man.
You know?
Change, I guess, is on my mind. Changing the name or changing that sound, and that got me excited, got me jumpy, it got me stating my name outright, like Bicho, Estivi.Bicho.
Now they know.
Yeah, I'm excited about. Always excited about what to come, but this time it's different. I was in bed pretty much 6 months after 2 different surgeries last year. So now it's like, my body works. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel you. I was out for a while too.
Mm.
Surgery and
Yeah,
stuff.
getting back into stuff can be hard, like just your body
It's like-
permitting you to do stuff.
Yeah.
Because your mind may want you. Because I've been creating on my cell phone, but it's not the same as, like sitting there in the studio.
Yeah.
I set up the studio back home, and everything's just been sitting there. Like actually, past year and a half, first time I sat down to like produce with all the equipment was at Chris's, like right now. So yeah, I'm excited just to really get back into what I love.
Yeah. All right. I like that. Yeah, good answer.
Word.
Word.
Word. Um. So what's the move to Spain? What's kind of pulling you to Spain? Is there anything in particular
No, that's also a legal thing.
All right, so
My like great grandfather was from Spain, so I'm going out there to see if I take the citizenship exam, just to give it a shot. Why not?
And you've been
so you're
studying
going
for
there
that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like this really boring political book.
So are you gonna move to Spain if you
Nah.
pass, or it's just to say that you're a Spanish citizen?
No, I mean it could be for opportunities later on. I mean, all of these places that I go to, I'm always thinking like, all right, I could bring this stuff from Chile and sell it here, or I could.
Yeah.
I mean, I really want to move music and culture. I'm here talking like a drug dealer about music, but yeah, I want to move creativity around the world.
For legal purposes.
That's what I would like to do. But like, yeah, sometimes, people ask me for merquén, which is a really, really delicious, um, like cheap. No, I don't want to say chipotle. It's like red pepper, but smoked.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. Try it.
All right.
But like, getting things from places, so like going to Spain, making connections with people that are musicians there, or create things from there, bringing them here to the U.S. or to Venezuela. I don't know. Yeah, those are just ideas. But like, if I'm a citizen there, I can do those things. If I'm not, just as a tourist, you
I'm
would be
sure you'll do
doing.
fine.
You would be doing something kind of illegal. I mean, people do it all the time, but
If you get your citizenship there, would you have 3 countries that you're citizens of? We'll redact that.
I am no citizen, but don't know
Maybe,
where I am
I
an
guess-
alien.
I guess they don't talk. The
I'm
countries
an
don't talk to each
alien.
other.
I'm an alien. I wanna like keep on. Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Okay. Off the camera. But right now you have 2, right?
Mm. I'm an alien. Nah, man, love just takes me around the world, and love me do. You know? Nah, but I mean, I have pretty much all of my friends from Venezuela. My closest best friends from Venezuela. You met when you went there. This guy went to Venezuela. People, I love this guy. They're all in Barcelona right now. So makes sense to be able to go back there.
Yeah.
A lot. I can do that as an American citizen. That's the only citizenship you'll know. I'm a U.S. citizen. I can vote in this country, but I choose not to because the electoral college is just bullshit. Okay.
You know, political.
Yeah, that's why I say okay. Just that.
What else? Any other questions? Thoughts?
I don't have anything.
I just feel like you're such a unique guy that it's like, what do we ask you? It's like-
How many tattoos do you have?
I do not know, sir. I have no idea. I just started to get tattooed, and I just kept going. It was also like a period of time where I had to get surgery, so I was like, all right, if I have to go through the pain of these surgeries, I'm gonna go through a pain that I choose.
Got you.
Plus, I had to be in bed, so like it just made sense to get tattooed while I had to be in bed, so the tattoos healed well.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of amazing artists in Chile, so yeah, just took advantage of the fact that I had money saved up too, and just a lot of people also ask me like if they have meanings and things, and there's a few that do. Like I have a frailejón, which is a plant from Merida. I have a trans lady in my bag because gay as fuck. But
What?
I don't. I am. I am. But the most of them is just things that I like. Just I put them on there. Just sometimes I like just grab a design, and the tattoo artist is like, let's put it here, and I'm like, all right, do it. It's like
Simple enough.
I'm very open to people's creativity.
Got something for you.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, proudly. But yeah, that twin's also been a way to find myself again, you know. and and this,
This,
for real.
this just in.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
What about your the paintings?
When I paint,
How often do you do that?
not often enough right now, to be honest. I need to. I mean, it's a need. So I'm sitting sometimes I bored at places. I keep hitting this thing. Uh, I'm sitting sometimes at places and I start drawing people and but I don't know, like I feel like after going through college more than anything, I started to feel like painting and sculpting and everything was such a process based thing that I needed to have a plan, execute it, blah blah blah. So sometimes to get back into painting, I need to like strip all of that down, and it's so hard, to get out away from that mindset, like think
Yeah.
I have to get the time. Da, da, da. Sometimes you just gotta paint. You just gotta run to the, whatever texture thing you're utilizing and do it. But yeah, I get very held up by, having a concept and finding my subjects and having a good composition and yeah, learning to also get away from that in music, because then I'll wind up taking 3 years to make a song, and like, nah, that song can be done in the day. So can a painting. So yeah, I think it also brings it back more to don't want to say childish, but more like a
Childlike.
yeah, like playful, just like not careless, but also carefree.
Yeah,
You
carefree.
care, but it's more free. It's more, lighthearted,
Yeah.
healthier at the end of it all for my psyche. So yeah, trying to get back a lot into those. That's why also, I mean, the tattooing for me goes hand in hand with all of that, because if you want to tattoo well, you got to still practice. The
Yeah.
drawing, the painting, all of that comes in hand with, keeping your hand very still.
Right.
The same happens, drumming and everything. You got to practice certain movements. If you don't know how to do those movements right, then you're just not gonna get that rhythm.
Yeah.
And it's the same for drawing, for anything. So
Got you.
Nice. Um, what advice would you give to like younger artists? Maybe even in Venezuela, or you know, what advice would you give to them?
I mean, it really. I mean, you mentioned Venezuela, and then I think of here, and we were talking about this on the way here, how the opportunities are so different. Because in Venezuela, you don't have a music shop where you can just run to the store and get all the stuff and just start producing in your bedroom and put the stuff in YouTube. So that's something, I wish could happen more to Venezuelan and South Americans and people all over the world that don't have those opportunities. Something I would love to get into too, like just having impromptu studios around the world so people can get their music. But I feel, thinking from both those standpoints, so like it relates for both kids, it's just go with your gut feeling, man. If you feel like you need to create, just do it. Don't doubt second, because when you're a kid, you're like hearing a lot of what your parents are saying, like the other groups around you. Like I remember my family always saying, like, why you make art? Why you draw? Why you make music? It's really weird. You don't sound good. Sorry, mom. Sorry, dad, but you guys did. uh, so just if it really feels like it's something that fills you up, just go ahead with it, man. Just do it. No
Follow
matter
your
what.
dreams.
Yeah, if you got the means to go find the studio and doing it at home, do it. But if you can, just have your cell phone, put a track on it, and sing over it, that works too. Just create, man.
If you've got the means, follow your dreams.
Love it. Love it. I love it. He's totally taking over the show. No, cool. So, I think that's a good place to end it. Just let everybody know.
Even I ended this show. What the
It's not over yet. Okay, it's not over yet.
Nah, he pressed the applause button. That means we're done.
Just let everyone know one more time what they kind of have to look forward to from you in the future.
Creations. I would say musical, visual creations, and permanent creations because I'll be doing the ink as well. So we're creating a lot.
Sounds good. Creation, creationing.
Creationiciando. What?
All that.
Even Chris knew that wasn't right. Like, that's not what it's like.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. Let's give it up one more time for Estivi.Bicho. I end this. Thanks again, man, for joining us, man. It's been a blast. Thanks for sharing your mindset, your insight, and everything.
Dropping some gems.
Being all poetic and everything.
Can't help it, man.
We definitely appreciate you coming on, man. And I know you're not here for too long, so we're very happy we could kind of squeeze you in while you're in the States and everything. And safe travels as you move to Spain or whatever you're doing.
I go through it. Just going.
Good luck
through
on your citizenship test.
Thank you.
But for everybody tuning in, you already kind of know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to read my phone and say it anyway. We'll have links in the description. Like, subscribe, and share. Thoughts in the comments section. If you got any ideas, any thoughts, any guests that you want to see on here, feel free to share with us. You can also just reach out to us if you're interested in being a guest. A new guest will be joining us next week. You got to stay tuned to see who it is, but also next week is going to be our season finale. So we're going to be wrapping up the season next week. So tune in. It's going to be a great episode. We appreciate y'all. This is Rap Diaries, Season 3, Episode 9. And that's a wrap. Peace.
Peace. Ciao,
Rap
cacao.
Diaries. Rap Diaries. Rap.